Mama, what are we eating? What is this?
Well, I made samosas for you, Bianca. These are here. There are many, but it's a surprise for you because I have black beans, I have vegetable, and I have beef as well.
It's so good.
And you have my favorite sauce there. It's called kachumbari sauce. People love it so much. So
it's so good. It's delicious.
Thank you.
My name is Bianca, and I'm here with Mama Makena. Today we're gonna just have a conversation and talk a little bit about your kitchen and your magic and the food.
Okay.
So you're from Kenya. Do you want to talk a little bit about Kenya?
Well, I am not being biased, but I think Kenya is the best part of Africa. I love home. Yeah, and I grew up in a very small village called Makena Tarichia.
So which tribe are you in Kenya?
I am a tribe called Meru, M-E-R-U. My tribe is, I think we are very, very loving people. You know, like when the kids are growing up, we are hands-on. Your kids are not your kids, and I've only seen that a lot in my tribe. Like when my kids are small, anybody can take care of them. I think I got more discipline from the elders in the community than my own mother.
Yeah, it's the same in the Caribbean. We grew up with the aunties and all the grandmas. So it's like with the community, you know, the community helped to raise the kids. Yeah. So what are we making here?
This here, I made a dough and making mandazi.
Oh, what is that?
Mandazi is a version, it's like a donut here. And in Kenya, we eat a lot of mandazi. Anywhere you go, like people love to eat mandazi with tea.
So when did you start cooking? Because like in Dominican Republic, I don't know if it's the same in Kenya. In Dominican Republic, I started cooking when I was 9 years old.
That's too old.
That's too old? So so I started cooking when I was 9 years old because like that's the thing back home. Like you start cooking and you have to help family.
Yeah.
And when did you start cooking?
I don't know. I found myself cooking. And my brothers would always say, oh, let her cook. Mom is like, who is cooking today? Oh, she cook. So I ended up becoming like the family chef at very young age. And as I grew older, of course, the passion became even more. For me, all I have to do is sit there and watch you eating, and I'm feeling great. Sometimes I haven't eaten anything, and I see my kids, they're all grabbing.
They're all eating?
And I'm just looking at them, I'm like, wow, I'm blessed. You know,
That's
I'm so
good.
blessed to have the talent because, and also, hey, I'm a chef. I cook, I sell the food, people are so happy, and I make some money out of making people happy, right?
It's like a win-win.
It's like a comedian, food comedian.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah, then I met a group of Americans who had come to Kenya. They came, but that was their place to stay, but they were going to Congo to help, you know, during the genocide. They were like, hey, you are really good at what you do. Why don't you become a chef? I was like, yeah, I would love to do that. And they said, we can help you.
Wow.
I was like, really? Yeah. I said, okay. They said, okay, first you come and visit US. Just like that. My ticket paid everywhere. I was like, oh, this is good life. Right? So there I packed my luggage and I went to Atlanta, Georgia first. It wasn't easy, Bianca. I won't lie to you, like, oh, it was so nice. I just left home. I went to Atlanta. I cried a lot. The fact that I left my 2 children, that was the hardest part.
Yeah.
So I had to do a lot, you know, like I'm paying rent, I'm paying my own education. It wasn't easy.
It's a lot.
Thinking about home. There are times when I even wanted to just give up and go home.
Yeah.
But I had excellent professors who kept, you know, encouraging me, you know, you can do this. You know, you'll be happy when this is all done. So I kept moving on and praying. I pray a lot. I pray.
Yes.
I put God before anything.
But I love that you have the support, that you leave your kids in Kenya, have the support of your family there.
Great
and just
support.
Come to North America as an immigrant. I see that in my family too, like my aunts, that they came here to Canada to find good jobs, good opportunities to support their family back home, you know?
That's what it is, always.
Yeah.
But then I moved to New York, and that's where I stayed until I moved back to Kenya, scooped my 2 little kids, came to Montreal, slowly stayed there, and then my husband got a job with DBA. So then, of course, I came to visit PEI. The first time I was, no way, no. not PEI. When I saw it on we Googled to see how it is. Oh, like that place is even smaller than my village. What am I? So anyway, we came to see here, and he was 100% sure. He was telling people, knowing her, I said she's not moving. So from the aircraft, he's telling me, oh, by the way, this is PEI. I said, what? All I could see was snow.
Oh,
the houses, like it was a nasty snowstorm.
Oh my God.
The day before. So we arrived. The next day, you went to work. You know, I never sit down. So I got my coat and I started walking the streets. A few shops were open. And I kept entering the shops and saying hi to people. And they were so friendly. Like anybody I talked to was really nice. So I said, you know what? It's not too bad. And I went around. That night he came and asked me, oh, you left? I said, yeah, I wasn't gonna stay here the whole day. What do you think? I said, I don't know. It's too cold. It's too white snow. And, you know, and then he said, okay. But we were here for a week. The third day I knew I was gonna come back here. I met people I met one lady. She used to have a shop on Queen Street. And it was a shop where she was selling vegan stuff. And we got talking, introduced myself. Her name is Barb. And I said, so can you try my samosas? She said, yeah. So I said, okay, when I move here, I'll bring them. She was my first customer when I moved here.
Oh my God.
So it was a nice transition, you know, like I really loved everything that was going on and people being very nice to me.
So when I moved to Canada 7 years ago, people was talking about Mama Makena in the market. So how long had you been in the market?
How old is Aneta? My youngest one, 18, so 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah. The market is like a family to me. I've come to really, I don't think there's anybody I don't cope with at the market. All the vendors, we are a big family.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm cooking in the morning on Saturday, I get this excitement. You know, like it's like you're going to a wedding or something in Africa. I'm like, I'm going to see Brett. I'm going to see Elena. We are talking of hundreds of people that come through the market. I know pretty much all my customers by now. Almost.
Wow.
So I love it. I love it.
This is why we call you Mama Makena, because you have so much children. You adopt us all the time that we go to the market. You're always there for us. We are very grateful for that, because I met you was in the market, and then for me as a Black woman, it was really important to see another Black woman, you know, selling food and like cooking and passionate about food, passionate about community, you know, like that's your love language is food.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, when I first came here, actually, there was almost no diversity. Yeah, I used to see a Black person, and I'm always like, hey, I still stop and ask them, so where are you from? Not that it really matters, as long as if you're from Kenya, perfect. If you're from the Caribbean, awesome. If you're from here, I just want to know people. Then I see Chinese people are coming, Indian are coming. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be getting my spices. Then I started getting plantain, and there's no better way to reach to people than food anyway. Oh yeah, I think so. I love feeding people, and the reaction I get is like happy people. You want
well, when you eat, when your belly is full, your heart is happy, right?
Exactly. Also, the community here, we have what is known as the community fridges. I don't know if you know about that.
Yes.
So I'm very involved with that as well. I started off by cleaning the fridges, and then we started making soups from my kitchen here. So I felt like, oh my God, this is, you know, like, this is me. This is what I love more than anything else. So I really engaged in that whenever we were cooking. We cook together, we serve together, we make noise here. You know, women, when we put women together, we're in trouble.
I'm glad that we came here to visit you and we chat a little bit. And we talk a little bit about food. I'm gonna keep eating those samosas, and the crew here is gonna keep eating the samosas too.
Trust me, if you come and I've cooked for you, you better eat or you are taking it home,
taking home, right?
You know that.
Well, thank you, Mama.
Oh, no
love
worries.
You so much.
No, I love you too. You know I love you. You know I do. When you move from your comfort zone, you move from your family in Africa, like for myself, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what to expect. So when you get to a place where you're accepted, you're shown respect, you're shown love, give something back. Don't just all the time, give something back.